style as well. A lot of people. He got it!
The year 2022 and the first months of 2023 have delighted us with epic killer high kick knockouts, amazing spinning back fists, and breathtaking liver shots. Now, let's see the review of all the stunning moments of this demolition fest. Number 11, left hand. The first on the list is Josh Quinlan, who celebrated his UFC debut with a crushing win. On August 13, 2022, the newcomer faced UFC veteran Jason Witt, which turned out to be his retirement fight. The native Hawaiian landed a picture-perfect left hook, sending Witt into the black void and avoiding the coup de grace on the canvas. Great sportsmanship. Dominic Reyes has not caught a break ever since his fight with John Jones, as he has absorbed more shots than 50 Cent. On November 12, 2022, the former title challenger fell victim to another left hand that made his head spin around like a pinball machine.
He got him with a jab. Oh my goodness. That was.
Although we all know one of the best welterweight fighters of all time, Kamaru Usman, not many of us have heard that he has a heavyweight brother who hits like a truck.
Oh my goodness. That is.
In his UFC debut, Muhammad Usman landed a left jab to Zach Pauga's face. And despite looking like he barely touched him, Zach was knocked on the floor instantly, followed by two more super necessary punches.
You don't need to do that.
Number 10, flying knees. With his stature of 5 feet 3 inches, it seems Demetrius Johnson would play tennis on a ping pong table. However, do not get fooled by his size, because this elite flyweight would relentlessly knock you out. On August 27, 2022, the flyweight GOAT was scheduled to face Adriano Moraes, a former ONE champion and high-level BJJ black belt.
Good job defending.
The two had already fought a year before, and the Brazilian used his knee as his weapon of choice to win that bout. This time, the Mighty Mouse Johnson was eager to give him a taste of his own medicine when he hurt Moraes with a punch, before finishing the sequence with a beautifully placed knee to the face that sent him to sleep early that night. On the other side of the ocean, at the end of 2022, Chris Gutierrez spoiled Frankie Edgar's retirement party when he took a note from Corey Sandhagen's book and did exactly the same to the legend, shutting his lights off with a powerful flying knee that could knock out a horse.
It's gonna be right in his face. He lands a beautiful knee that drops Frankie Edgar and ends his career.
Number 9, body shots. In June 2022, Jack Della Maddalena faces the Russian challenger Imaev. In the middle of the first round, Jack, after constant pressing, hit precisely the liver,
The body there, not quiet, and then there's another one there.
leaving the opponent curled up under his feet. Drew Dober is not only the kind of guy your girlfriend is telling you not to worry about, but he also is a cold-blooded killer with a superior stand-up game. When he faced Rafael Alves on July 30th, 2022, the American kept targeting Rafael's body with shots to the liver, damaging it more than sour whiskey. Finally, at the third, after punching the liver for 2 rounds inside out, Dober landed a perfect body shot that dropped the Brazilian down in agony.
Right, a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
In addition to the liver-killing shot, Dober continued his dominance by KOing Bobby Green next, this time upstairs with a huge left hand.
Big shot right on the jaw.
Number 8, right hand. The Georgian-Spanish prospect Ilia Topuria has been taking the UFC by storm. He is known as a fighter who is not keen to leave it in the judges' hands. In March last year, he was scheduled to face Jay Herbert, a former Cage Warriors lightweight champion with a significant height and reach advantage over El Matador. However, after giving Topuria a run for his money moments into the first round,
Speed advantage. No way! He's got to be careful here.
he fell victim to a vicious right hand that made it appear as if his soul had left his body.
Fight against Damon Jackson, and the right.
2 months earlier, Jamal Hill's right hand caused Johnny Walker to fall like a bad actor in a kung fu movie.
And they both landed.
Shuts him off. It just shuts him off.
In April 2023, eternal rivals Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira fought for the 4th time. Izzy's disastrous 3-game losing streak by Pereira was ended by 2 killer right hands, sending the Brazilian back to his ancestors for a few minutes.
One of the greatest mixed martial arts.
After that, Izzy finished off Alex with his imaginary bow and arrow. Number 7. Spinning back fist. When Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Zhang Weili met for the first time, they delivered a Fight of the Year battle that blew the roof off the arena.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, she's the bigger strike exchanges. Oh.
Ultimately, Weili was declared the winner, and Joanna's head was swollen like an alien's. However, the Boogie Woman wanted to settle the score and was eager to show Weili who is the real queen of this division in the rematch. Unfortunately for her, this fight did not go her way, as the Chinese fighter landed a beautiful spinning back fist that knocked Joanna out cold.
To the neck.
And of course, the back fist from hell that Chris Gutierrez landed on Dana Batgirel, dropping the Mongolian straight away, making his ancestor Genghis Khan roll in his grave.
Power.
Number 6. Elbow work. The elbow shot is one of the more unexpected and deadly knockout weapons that usually ends a fight with one of the opponents sleeping on the canvas. Ricardo Ramos is not a stranger to delivering vicious elbows. 5 years ago, he was a Knockout of the Year nominee when he elbowed Ayman Zahabi's head into the Shadow Realm.
Traveling. I mean, that is just a perfect spinning elbow.
On June 18, 2022, Ramos faced Danny Chavez with the evil intention of replicating what happened 5 years ago. As the opponent backed up against the cage to escape Ricardo's attack, the Brazilian delivered an elbow from hell that landed clean. Although Danny tried to stay on his feet for a second,
Gosh, on
Saw the
the
level
money.
change.
his head was down and he was looking at the canvas as if he had lost his car keys. Molly McCann does not want to leave it in the judge's hands. Sure enough, she ended her 4-year streak without a finish by delivering a vicious spinning back elbow that shut Luana Carolina's lights off instantly.
Oh, and spinning elbow KO for me.
Meatball kept the momentum, and in about 4 months, she replicated this technique on the unlucky Hannah Goldie.
Hand over the top, and remember, spinning elbow.
Just recently at One Championship, Tania Alif shocked Ritadet with an incredible comeback KO by landing a vicious spinning elbow. Number 5. Spinning wheel kicks. Although spinning head kicks are very common in Eddie Gordo's technique in the Tekken 3 game, that's not the case in MMA. However, everything evolves, even MMA. Manny Akpan took a note from Eddie's book and delivered a perfectly calculated capoeira-style wheel kick that knocked the opponent down, disconnecting him from reality. The PFL had their own wheel kick KO representative in Sadibao Sai, who did a spinning wheel walk-off knockout
To the perfect spot.
that would make even Mark Hunt jealous.
Fast. I mean, you heard it. It sounds.
Number 4. Spinning back kicks. Andrei Koreshekov, the undisputed Bellator welterweight champion, has been knocking people out in a different dimension for over a decade.
Now, my back cheese. Jump knee.
When he met the Balkan superstar Vaso Bakusevic, he knocked his liver inside out with a spinning back kick that made the Montenegrin bounce from the cage.
Boom, right to the body.
I don't know why the Russian kept punching him afterward. He was already dead, but anyway. On February 19, 2022, Koreshkov needed only 38 seconds to close the show with chant Rencontre after delivering another spectacular spinning kick to the body,
Right to the rib.
breaking his ribs like a butcher with a hammer. Spinning back kicking someone in the body is one thing, but managing to hit the head is something completely different, as can be seen from Erdake Apayar knocking out Yang Guoksho mercilessly.
Jaw it looked like. Nobody.
And who says women don't possess knockout power? Try telling that to Natalia Silva.
Boom. Heel of the face. Heel in a fight. Boom. Come on, if that doesn't wake you up in the morning.
Number 3. High kicks. Devastating leg kicks remain a major cause of spectacular knockouts.
On total strikes at the moment.
In August 2022, the MMA community watched a spectacular high kick finish by Brian Battle, who needed only 44 seconds to send Takashi Sato to the Shadow Realm.
Well, I was just about to say he was still feeling a little disrespected.
They say that someone said fighting Dominic Cruz is the same as trying to catch a mosquito with chopsticks.
Uppercut just missed. Oh, head kick and missed. Look at that.
He possesses some of the best footwork in the sport
Cruz is stuffed.
and is one of the least hittable fighters in the division.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
And it's totally unique.
Nevertheless, instead of trying to catch the mosquito, Marlon Vera simply decided to squash him with a head crash test. As Cruz was leading to his right, he fell straight to Vera's left kick in front of Cormier,
Cheeto barely missed this kick a little earlier in the fight.
who witnessed cage side how Cheeto massacred his boy. Joaquin Buckley is known for scoring arguably the best knockout in UFC history, when he smoked Impa Kasingane with a kick that is impossible to replicate. Although that occurred 3 years ago, the American continued the tradition of knocking people out with kicks and delivered another amazing high kick knockout this year against Andre Fialho.
With it a little bit, but you can see he's out. This is as clean shin to the chin.
Number 2. Front high kicks. Short people usually don't throw front kicks, considering the difficulty of reaching their opponent's chin to generate enough power to cause significant damage. Try telling that to the always entertaining Michael Chandler.
Third, a flying knee attempt blocked.
When he fought Tony Ferguson, we all knew that Chandler possessed that one-punch knockout power in his hands.
Just came up short.
Chandler's jab is
But his leg kicks were never his first weapon of choice. On the other hand, Ferguson is known to be a durable fighter with worldly stamina,
Tony Ferguson, his hands are massive.
and one should simply kill him to stop him from pressing you. As a surprise to many, Chandler decided to throw an Anderson Silva-style front kick.
Honestly,
Still, the front kick landed cleanly on Ferguson's chin, sending him to sleep faster than general anesthesia.
you know, Anderson did something like this.
Only 6 months prior, Frankie Edgar fell victim to another spectacular KO,
The stoppage, I don't disagree. I mean, it just stomps him.
this time by Cheeto Vera, who delivered a front kick to the chin with the intention to send his head to the moon.
Machida against Randy Couture, another one that comes to mind.
Honorable mentions. While waiting to discover the best performance in this ranking, it is imperative to recall some memorable encounters. When Tai Tuivasa fought Derek Lewis, it was inevitable that this fight wouldn't need judges' scorecards. Sure enough, the Australian landed a brutal elbow to the Beast's head, who took a moment to cool down as warm cojones.
The man. Who would have thought that fate?
Israel Adesanya's worst nightmare deserves mention. In November 2022, 5 months before losing the belt to Adesanya, Alex Pereira used his best destructive weapon against Izzy. In the last round, Pereira, with a heavy left hook,
Again.
And then another one.
momentarily disconnects Izzy from reality, winning against the Nigerian for the 3rd time in his fighting career.
Oh my goodness.
And number 1, best KO. Who can forget the downfall of one of the greatest welterweight champions of all time? After dominating the fight for 4 rounds, it seemed that Kamaru Usman would have another seamless victory against Leon Edwards.
Change for Usman, and he takes Edwards down.
And another title defense that would have added to the argument of cementing his status as one of the GOATs. However, Rocky was eager to merit his nickname, and after faking a 1-2 combo, he delivered a picture-perfect high kick
By showing him the left. Oh!
that tripped Usman's fuse box switches all at once. No follow-up punches were needed, as the Nigerian Nightmare was already dead. The past months have delighted us with exciting fights, brain-killing knockouts,
dodge the crazy punch.
and unexpected victories. This exciting sport will continue to give us unforgettable moments. And what do you guys think? What's your favorite UFC moment from the last 2 years? Do you agree with our selection? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you would like to watch more videos like this, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.